Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, Aeolus said understood these things in response. Your work, O Queen, is to ascertain, explore, what you want. It is right for me to take hold of your orders. You gain for me whatever this is of a kingdom, and you, repeat again, concilios down here, you gain for me the scepters and Jove. You give for me understood to lie down at the banquets of the gods, and you give or you make that or really the book says to translate it as you give me understood the power of the clouds and of the storms. These things, when these things were said, he struck in Pulit the empty mountain with the turned spear into its side. Talking about the mountain. So he struck the empty mountain with his turned spear into its side, and the winds, just as with a team having been made, team of horses. It's referring back to the imagery of the race horses. So Augmented could also be translated as battle line, but I think teams here best. So just as with a team having been made, they rush where the gates have been given, or the gate has been given, right here, and they sweep through the lands in a battle line. They swoop down on the sea, and together Eurus and Notus and Africus, thick, crabbear can be thick or frequent, thick with storms. They destroy the whole sea from its deepest seats, from its innermost seats. And they turn they turn the vast waves toward the shores. A shout of men and a screech of ropes in sequitur follows closely. Suddenly, they snatch the clouds and the sky. Suddenly the clouds snatch the sky and the day from the eyes of the Teucrians. Night, let's see, wait, where did I lose my place? Oh, night sits on the dark night. Dark night sits on the sea. The poles thundered, alternate third plural ending, and the upper air glistens with thick fires, or with frequent thick fires, literally, but here frequent lightning bolts is the idea because it's a storm, and all things threaten instant death. Ooh, that line got crooked. Okay, immediately the limbs of Aeneas are loosened with cold, and it's important to note that frigore can, if you look in your book, frigore can mean cold, it can mean weakness, It can mean, let's see what else they say it can mean. It can mean chill or numbness. And he groans, and stretching his duplicates, here that's an alternate es ending, stretching his double palms to the stars, he bears back such things with his voice. Now we get the hero speaking. Oh, 3 and 4 times blessed, for whom, um, for whom it fell. And they give you a note in your book whose lot it was, but I think literally works better. So, by the way, this is a long I. For whom it fell to perish, alpetere, before the faces of their fathers under the lofty walls of Troy. O son of Tydeus, most brave of the race of of Greeks. By the way, this notice it is a genitive plural ending. And the son of Tydeus, by the way, is Diomedes. So you could say, "Oh, Diomedes, most brave of the race of the Greeks, that I were not able to die on the Trojan camps, on the Trojan fields, and to pour out this life with your right hand." Notice this chiasmus, A, B, B, A. Where savage Hector, and this Yaquet, lies, not throws, it's lies, or lies inert, by the weapon of Achilles. Where huge Sarpedon, and where so many, where Simois, this is the river, where Simois turns Wolwit, so many weapons or shields, scuta, of men having been snatched, and helmets and brave bodies under its waves. So like one more time, because we didn't go over this in class. Where Simois, this is the river, turns so many shields having been snatched under the waves, shields of men and helmets and brave bodies. So you could do that a couple different ways, but any order that you get it, you get the idea that all of these things are remnants of war. These shields that have been lost, their helmets, and then finally their bodies, and they're all lying there in the river, and they're being turned up under its waves. And this imagery is very bloody. And that is that. Make sure that you have read the article for Tuesday. Okay.